What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be just talking about token rewards, and I'm going to be talking about what the best value token rewards are in NBA 2k20 MyTEAM, or the top 10 best token rewards to buy. Well, I genuinely think that these are 10 of the best 12 token rewards. So, two of the opals that are not on this list because I think there are definitely way better alternatives for not that expensive in the auction house. They're not going to be on this list, but these are the top 10 to buy, and I will be ranking them in terms of like the urgency you need to pick them up. So first of all, we are going to start off with one of the opals. So I'm going to explain why two of them aren't on the list. It's very obvious that D-Rob is going to be on it, but a lot of people would have expected Grant Hill. And my thing with Grant Hill is that 750 tokens is probably going to cost you at least 300-400k worth of stuff, and for 300-400k or worth of MT, but for 300-400k you can buy T-Mac, who's better than Grant Hill. You can buy Larry Bird, who's better than Grant Hill. Like, you can buy a couple of cards that are better than Grant Hill for that price. Although Grant Hill is really good, definitely not the greatest value. And Tony Parker would have 100% been on this list before they patched the behind the back. The behind the back has made it very, very difficult to use smaller point guards in this game. Makes quick first step bad. Well, has absolutely nothing to do with quick first step, but makes it a lot harder to get deep threes. And if you're not getting deep threes with these guys, you're not going to the basket with Tony Parker. So he is no longer that effective. So at number 10, we're going to start off with Penny Hardaway. And Penny Hardaway is a guy, I'm going to be talking about this in a video a little bit later, the teams to expect for the 250k tournament. Penny Hardaway is like legit, and he has literally one problem. There is one minor flaw to this card, and the one flaw is that he's got lateral quickness of 77, which is a major flaw, don't get me wrong, but he does everything else so well. He is a 6'7" point guard, so he's really tall. At 17 golds, 17 Hall of Fame, including quick first step. He has got Hall of Fame Dimer. He's got Hall of Fame, or he's got 35 gold badges, including like Intimidator, Interceptor. He's got Tireless Defender. He's got gold clamps. Thank God they gave him clamps. That was a needed badge. He's also got range extender. So yeah, a pretty good player. And without question, the way the new meta is without the behind the back is right up there with the best point guards. Especially if you do what a lot of comp players are doing. They run him at the point. And what they do is they put him guarding like the other team's small forward or power forward if they're running someone like a Larry. So someone that's not as much of a threat as the other team's point guard. And then put like a T-Mac or a Ray Allen guarding the other team's too. So he can be really effective in that way. But again, like, there's a reason he's number 10, because 750 is a lot of tokens, lads. It is a lot of tokens, and you got to be getting one of the best cards in the game. And you can there's an argument to be made Penny's the best point guard in the game, especially post-patch. He probably is, but the fact that that's an argument to be made means he's probably not worth the tokens, unless you know how to use him. But if you can use him again, he can be an absolute godly card. Now we are on to number 9. We're going down to the pink diamond here, and it is Reggie Lewis, a guy that had been a GOAT in previous years and is a really good card. Like Reggie Lewis, Hall of Fame quick first step, 11 Hall of Fame badges, and you're going to see a bit of a trend. It's a lot of the newer cards, but a lot of these newer cards are really good. And a lot of good gold badges here, like Intimidator, Interceptor. He's got Quick Draw, a really nice release. Unfortunately, no range extender, which is a little bit killer. He's got great post fadeaway, great layup, great dunk, great mid-range, decent 3-ball. He's got good ball handle, great defense, got clamps, he's fast, he's quick laterally. So he got pretty much everything you need. However, except range extender. And again, if you're spending 150 tokens on a player, I assume you have a bit of MT. And there are so many players that have like quick first step and range extender, likes of Vince Carter and stuff, that are really good in the game now. Like Eddie Johnson, Vince Carter, Kobe, all of those cards are relatively cheap. They're a lot more accessible than Reggie Lewis, and they are slightly better. Although Reggie Lewis is a really good card. Don't get me wrong with that. I just think there are a lot more accessible guys in the auction house, and it's the reason why he's number 9. Number 8, we're going to the Amethyst here, and this is the first one of the cards that I have. So, rewards, pretty sure Amethyst rewards. So, of these cards right here, I only think there's one of them that I feel has done really well for me. So, a lot of people like Rudy Gay. I'm not the biggest fan of this card. A lot of people actually like Allen Houston. Range extender, quick draw. Like, he is fairly decent card, but for me anyway, it's Michael Red. Purely offensively, Michael Red is as good a shooter as there is in this game. He's got range extender. Unfortunately, he does a steady shooter, so he misses open a little bit. Range extender, quick draw, an unbelievable release. I'm pretty sure it's something close to base 11. Lefty release, great 3-ball. And again, for only 30 tokens, it's not the worst thing at all. Like, you can, without question, if you're on the Amethyst board, you can get him in a day of like moderate grinding. So if you are on the Amethyst board, in my opinion, the first one you should pick up is the Michael Red card, because he's really, like, of all these cards, none of them really bring much on defense. Except maybe Badier. You could argue Badier is pretty good, but he has no real ability to go buy anybody or bring anything on offense. However, I do think Michael Red is just a fantastic shooter, fantastic scorer, and if you are going Amethyst here, probably the first one to pick up is Red, followed by probably Badier, then Gay. And then situational play, 5 out, back down Reggie Theus, but I'm going to go with the number 8 position for Michael Red. Number 7, we are going on to the Emerald rewards, and it's a card I picked up, and 7 and 6 are basically the same player. They're both Emerald rewards. So number 7 is Boban Marjanovic. 7'3". As you guys can see, I've played 76 games with him. He's like my resident big man for grinding spotlight challenges. He's got 4 gold badges. He's got Silver Intimidator, Silver Post Move Lockdown, Silver Backdown Punisher. And again, like, he's just a giant. He's 7'3" and strong. He's got strength of 86. Decent rebounding stats. Obviously, speed is horrendous. Like, the lowest possible speed, 30 lateral quickness. He's got, however, a good block, a decent mid-range shot, decent free throw. And yeah, it's just a giant. So he's a giant for 3 tokens and you can get him straight away. So perfect value. And then Sean Bradley is just basically a slightly weaker Boban, who is 3 inches taller. So he's got 7 gold Intimidator, which is big. Like, gold Intimidator and Rim Protector on a 7'6" big. Whatever about late on in the game, if you're running with like if you're just starting the game, he's a perfect card to use. And he's actually, like, he can hold his own at any stage. He's just that tall. Like, back down Punisher gold as well, post move lockdown, silver. He's got decent post hook of 87, not a great post fade. Got a not great but not awful mid-range shot. Good free throw though. Good standing dunk. He's got a good block of 89. Decent rebounding stance. He's actually got a little bit faster speed, but worse lateral quickness than Boban. But again, like, he is a 7'6" giant who you're just going to plant in the key and he's going to block a lot of shots. And if he is fouled, he will hit free throws, as well as having back down Punisher, which helps with his kind of low strength. But yeah, he's pretty good, I guess. And now we're on to the diamonds for number 5. I'm pretty sure I only have one of the remaining players. Like, I have them on other accounts. I've used them on other accounts, but on this specific account, I think I only have one more. So we are going for the diamonds, starting it off with Brook Lopez. So Brook Lopez is a 7-foot tall center with Hall of Fame range extender. There is one big problem with this card. I got back down Punisher, which is a great badge to have. Drop Stepper is a great badge to have. Range extender, obviously really good badge. Gold Hall of Fame for big man doesn't really make too much of a difference. Moving truck is a great badge to have as a defender. Rim protector is a great badge. Intimidator is good. Post move lockdown, good. One big problem is he's got steady shooter, and because steady shooter affects open shots, this card is the most like, literally, it's completely is divided opinion, and I think it's because it is one badge. It is one of, like, it literally means that it ruins the consistency of players, because it reduces the bonus for open shots. So it completely ruins the consistency for players shooting when they're open. And especially for me anyway. Like, yeah, he's got a great post looking fadeaway. 3-ball's good. He's got a good block rating. Super slow with his 25 lateral quickness. But he has got a good block. However, just being an inconsistent shooter, for me anyway, you can't be inconsistent, and Brook Lopez is. But he's really good. Like, at his best, Brook Lopez is right up there with the best centers in the game. At his worst, you're thinking, why the hell is this guy on the floor? I need to take him off as soon as possible. And number 4 is a guy that may have been number 2 or number 1 had this been one day ago. And it is Pink Diamond Paul Millsap. So, Paul Millsap, when the behind the back was a thing, Paul Millsap was unbelievable. But again, like, Paul Millsap is still really, really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, he is still really good. But again, any of these, you could argue any of these 4 are the best cards to pick up, best, like, even value token rewards. So, Millsap, fantastic defender. He's got 12 Hall of Fame badges and 31 gold. A post move lockdown defensive leader, intimidator. He got Trapper Hall of Fame. He's got gold clamps, which is really good. Gold rim protector. And he's also got gold quick first step, which is big. Gold quick draw. He's basically a better much better Blake Griffin. He's got an unbelievable post game, great mid range, great 3-ball, great dunk, great ball handle. He's got really good perimeter and interior defense, great rebounding, great speed, sweep, ball acceleration, great lateral quickness. Obviously, the ball handle of 86 is big. The thing is that, like, I don't know, he's one of the best power forwards in the game, without question. Like, these last three guys are arguably two of the best centers in the game and one of the best wings in the game, but one of the best power forwards in the game. Because of his height and his ball control, the fact that he could do it behind the back, he was unbelievable. However, he's still very good. And there's a difference between me saying that he's bad, which he's not, and like he's number 4 on this list. He's just slightly worse than he was a day ago. But Millsap can do everything. He's a jack of all trades type player who can shoot, rebound, defend, play. Like, realistically, this card could play 1 through 4, but position locks are a thing, so we can only play the 3 and the 4. It can defend your other team's best player, whether it's a big man or a guard, and is just an absolutely fantastic player that, no matter what, if you're on pink diamond tier, he should be the first player you pick up. And now we're on to number 3. So we're up to the Galaxy Opals and going on to the best center in the game, which is David Robinson. You're going to see it in the 250,000 tournament. You're going to see an awful lot of David Robinsons being used. David Robinson is without question... Actually, no. It's between David Robinson and Bill Russell for who the best center in the game is. It's the two of them. You're going to see the two of them use an awful lot, and then there's going to be a couple of others for situational play. Like, some people use Porzingis. Then it's basically, you see the two of them on every team. And then the third string center or a third type player to use center, it could be anybody. But 20 Hall of Fame badges for David Robinson, including backdown Punisher. He's got post move lockdown as well. Rebound chaser, rim protector, box, Hall of Fame intimidator, defensive leader. Another problem is steady shooter, so he's a little bit inconsistent when it comes to shooting. But he has got quick draw, 23 gold badges, which are really good. He only has bronze clamps, but for a center, bronze clamps is fine. He's good at switching off screens. He's good at coming up off screens to hedge. He was a very good center in stopping the behind the back, but obviously that's not a thing anymore. He's got great post fadeaway, great post hook as well. Great driving layup, great mid-range shot, decent 3-ball, really good release. He's got 95 driving and standing dunk, which is great. Great block, great interior defense, solid perimeter defense, as well as unbelievable rebounding stats, great speed, as well as really good lateral quickness of 79. Like, he's got faster lateral quickness than Penny. So David Robinson is literally like a center that does everything. He's not that much worse than the Opal David Robinson from last year, which was arguably the best center in all of the game last year, if you don't count the Shaq. But yeah, D-Rob, absolutely fantastic card in this game. And yeah, I genuinely do think that he's going, like, even though he is 750 tokens, he's probably the third most worth it of any player, because he's a guy that a lot of people got in the first 2 weeks of the game, and he's still being used. He's without question going to be a top 5 center in this game coming up towards May and June. And the only centers I can see being much better are the inevitable Opal Kareem. I can guarantee you, due to animations, Opal Hakeem won't be better. Until we won't get Bill Russell Opal until late. Maybe like when Sabonis Opal is actually a reward, so he won't be better. I'm trying to think. There's going to be very few centers until we see Kareem and the inevitable 3-point shooting Shaq. That'll be better than David Robinson. So this guy's going to be the best center for one of the best, or arguably the best center for an awful long time. So he's a great pickup. And now we're on to the top 2. Number 2, I think, for 60 tokens, and a guy who I'm going to 100% pick up very, very soon for the No Money Spend squad. I'm just going to base a whole episode around him. It's Isaiah Ryder. This guy, 8 Hall of Fame badges. He's got LeBron, basically all LeBron's animations. He's got Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame downhill. He's got Hall of Fame pogo, which is good, because you can just kind of, if you are caught in a mismatch, you can just spam triangle. Gold clamps, even though he's got terrible perimeter defense, got good lateral quickness and gold clamps, so that's fine. He's got gold intimidator, which is a great badge to have. Like, again, his perimeter defensive stat is terrible, but like, he's got intimidator, off-ball pest, tireless defender, clamps, and trapper. Like, so he's got basically all the defensive badges you want. He's got gold giant slayer as well. He's got gold stop and go, gold flexible release, gold range extender, gold quick draw, no steady shooter, got gold tireless shooter as well. 6'5", so not too tall, but not small either. He's got a great mid-range, great 3-ball, unbelievable dunk of 98 with that all-thing quick first step. He's got an 86 ball handle. Got not great, like 79 is not the best perimeter defense stat, but again, he has all of the defense badges goal pretty much. Unreal speed, with ball and acceleration, and pretty good lateral quickness of 86 for a wing. So, yeah, like, again, is this guy as good as Millsap or D-Rob? Probably not. He is like just over 1/3 of the tokens of the amount of tokens for Millsap. I think he's exactly 2/5 of the tokens for, not T-Mac, Millsap. And he's like, you literally need to get like 12.5 of him for D-Rob. So is he as good in the grand scheme of things, either of them? Nope, but he's a lot cheaper. And then number 1 is a card I have. I know for a fact you have it. We all have it. And the number 1 token reward that everybody needs to get. We all know who he is. We all know who it is. It's Rahsaan. Rahsaan will go down in history as one of the greats. He will go down with Zach LaVine 2k15 as those ridiculous low overall cards that are just incredible. I have played 183 games with him. I know most of them triple threat, and he's only averaging 4.6 points a game, but look at the field goal percentage. 2.3 of 2.7. He is shooting 100% from the line. He also is just ridiculous. Like, got a really good post hook that literally is literally feels like an 80 post hook feels like it's 99. Got a mid-range shot of 62, which is not great, but he'll actually hit mid-range. But the big thing is that he's got gold rim protector, gold intimidator, gold moving truck, gold post move lockdown, and gold back down punisher, as well as being 7'7" and having strength of 92. You literally hold an echo of L2, and eventually he manages to get in for a wide open shot. So Rahsaan, of all token rewards, still the best one. The one everyone needs to pick up straight away is Rahsaan. But anyway, yep, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.